What is up, guys? How we doing? We got 2 new subscribers in the last couple days. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support and welcome to the team. Whether you watch one video or all of them, I just appreciate you. I recommend the trauma dumping playlist. It has my whole life story on it, and then I've got movie review playlists. Anything you can think of. Discord, Twitch. But even if you're here just for the one video, I appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome to another Jeremy Ramblins video, a weekly vlog series where I talk about my thoughts, events, and everything in between. It's been a long motherfucking week. But a good week, nonetheless, for work, for the channel. We just crossed the 160 mark. Holy shit, thank you guys. It's late. I worked my ass off this week trying to get ready for Persephone's birthday. And, I have a plan in mind. Don't mind this ugly ass box over here. Look at this. Amazon shipping. Yeah. They really take care of your stuff. Yeah, her birthday is coming up. And I'm trying to make enough money. But it's one of those months where everything for the house that you could possibly need that you get like every 3 to 6 months, it's time for, like mop heads, mop solution, cascade, conditioner, shampoo, fabric softener, laundry detergent, batteries, light bulbs. Light bulb went out in the back bathroom. Just, trash bags. Just all this stuff that necessities to life that you get every 3 to 6 months. Dish soap. That's gonna add up to a few $100, and that sucks because that few $100 could have went to her birthday, but instead it's going to the stuff I need. So I've just been working extra hard to not only come up with the money for that stuff, but for her birthday. So for her birthday, our plans traditionally, I always go to Build-A-Bear, and I get her a bear with my voice in it, wishing her happy birthday, and a song from whatever movie happens to be playing on repeat at the time. And so getting a Build-A-Bear. We're gonna go then shoe shopping, get her a new pair of Pumas. She is outgrowing her black and pink pair very quickly, so we might even get 2. And then get some markers for the board and an educational toy. And then, yeah, I think that about covers it. Now I'm going to make her spaghetti, which seems to be her favorite meal. I make a mean spaghetti. And then cake and ice cream. I've tried giving her 3 different cakes, and so on our first birthday, we did white cake. You can't go wrong with white cake. I mean, it's just basically sugar with whipped icing. Always whipped icing, all right? Love whipped icing. And did chocolate the second year, which she didn't seem to like as much. I'm with her on. My favorite cake is white cake. And, well, my favorite cake is ice cream cake, but whatever. And then last year we did like a unicorn cake, and she didn't really seem to care for that. So I think, to be safe, we're going to go white cake again, and I don't know, a different flavor of ice cream. I don't know. I don't want to just get vanilla, but I know she'll eat white cake. And yeah, making mean spaghetti. Have a day of shopping. Hopefully it's fun. And yeah, so that's coming up on the 8th, and so just been a long week, working hard, getting up a lot earlier and putting in longer days, but successful nonetheless, can't complain. And it's just been a lot of fun doing these movie reviews, and all the support from you guys. It's awesome. I love that we got Chevalians in here. We got Twisted Metal fans in here, and hopefully we get some Peacemaker fans in here. But yeah, so though for those of you that are new, this is basically a whatever I want to talk about that day channel. I'm trying to get like a schedule though. So like one day a week I do the Jeremy Ramblins series. That's my vlogging. One day a week I review a show that's on or a movie. One day a week, if you were here last year, I cover every Steelers game and kind of might cover a couple more football related things. We'll see. One day a week I'm going to take off from making videos. So then that leaves three. That leaves 3 days of I'm not really sure what I do. One of the days I want to rant about something. What I rant about, I don't know. Politics I want to keep to a minimum. Out of the 300 videos I've made, only 30 videos are political. So I don't want to talk about politics every week. But when something comes up that I feel is worthy of discussing, I'll talk about it. And then I don't know, commentary. The thing with commentary is I feel like it's a little, I don't know, too easy. I feel like it's too easy to look at this channel that's being awful and go, yeah, this channel's awful. I don't think I need to tell you that this channel is awful, you know? Just always found commentary, like, don't get me wrong, there's some great commentary YouTubers out there that do more than just talk about channels. I like talking about interesting things like the protein craze, and so I want to start looking into more things like that, but have like a more consistent, on this day I'll talk about this, so the people that are here for this reason can look forward to this video on this day, you know? And yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing doing lighthearted film reviews and talking about Twisted Metal and whatnot. I had something interesting happen this week. I had an ex hit me up, kind of. For whatever reason, Facebook Messenger alerted both of us, but didn't have a message. Like, basically it said we had a message from each other, but neither one of us did. And I just messaged her and was like, hey, did you send a message? If not, sorry for bothering you. And then she said no, and I was like, okay, well, take care. And she kept the conversation going, so I kind of kept the conversation going too. When I say ex, I mean like we were two people that met at just a point in our lives where, you know, the relationship just wasn't going to work. As a person, though, she's not somebody that I hold any animosity against or have any ill will towards. I actually think she's a really smart, very stubborn, strong-headed, very strong, independent person. And I think she's awesome, actually. And yeah, so we've been talking the last few days, and we actually have plans to hang out as just friends. Nothing. We both made it clear that we don't want to date or aren't ready to date right now, and I'm just excited because I haven't hung out with anybody like in such a long time, so. That's exciting, right? I mean, for a year and a half, I really haven't had any friends or anything, and so it's been nice to have her to talk to. It's been nice to have you guys to talk to in Discord, and yeah, still trying to work out my thoughts and emotions on that. But for the most part, it's been great talking to her, and um, yeah, I could see her being a good friend. Um, I'm really not looking to date right now, so yeah, I think it would just be that. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because if you've been following the channel, you know that like literally for over a year now, I haven't hung out with anybody, so this is kind of exciting. Um, and yeah, work's gone good. Been doing a lot of Uber. Instacart died, and so we've been doing Uber Walmart pickups because the Uber Walmart pickups pay you pretty damn good, and they're not reliant on tips. If someone tips, great, it makes the order better, but the order is better without the tip. It's not so you're not your wage, your living isn't reliant on tips, which is perfect for something like picking up someone's groceries. You're not doing the shopping. You just go to the Walmart parking lot and you park and they bring the groceries to your car and you just deliver to them. And I think it's perfect that Uber would be the one to pay you for that, not the customer. So and that's actually been really busy, and I have the advantage of living right by Walmart. It's literally a half a mile down the road, and it's the biggest Walmart in town. There's two different ones in Branson, but the other Walmart on 76 is like half a Walmart, so most people come to this one. And it's actually been working out. I've gotten some crazy good orders on there. 24 for 6. Get that shit done in 30 minutes. And then it turns out there's a $15 tip on top of that. I legitimately made $40 in 30 minutes the other day. But the downside of the job is nothing's guaranteed. You could have the app on 8 hours and not get something, and that's just how it is. So you plan to work every day and overshoot your goal, and because tomorrow you may not get anything. But lucky nonetheless. It's been good. Made a customer laugh yesterday. I don't remember exactly what I said. It was something like he was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm good. Can't complain. It's not like it would do any good anyway. Just some little remark that really made him laugh, and then he tipped more because of it. But yeah, work's been going good, man. Persephone, dude. So for the last couple weeks, or I guess like a month, I've been making sure that we sit down at the end of the day briefly for like 30 minutes to an hour, and we go over these boards to talk. And so teaching her the alphabet, and then the next board is numbers, and then the next board is days of the week, so 2-syllable words, except for Saturday. And then the next board is months of the year, and then the next board is 2D shapes and 3D shapes, which are like, you start getting into like rectangular prism and shit like that. So, but with the alphabet, she got all of them but 3. All of them. Nailed it. Having trouble with F, having trouble with M and N. But she got V, she got Z, she got Y, she even got X. And then on days of the week, she nailed it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nailed it. And she knows high five. So when I say high five, she knows how to do high five. Then we got to Thursday, and she said Tuesday. But she nailed Friday, Saturday, and iffy on Sunday. So dope. And so then I pushed a little bit farther, tried to go to months of the year. Not ready for months of the year yet. But the point is, we're getting there. This time next year, she's going to be talking, and I'm really going to miss her just babbling, Every stage is so beautiful. infant stage. They can't even hold their head up. You just feed them their little bottle. Then all of a sudden they're crawling around. They're bobble-headed and crawling around, and the next thing you know, they're walking, and then all of a sudden they're starting to copy everything you say. Every phase, man. The best advice I could give to any parent is just, no matter how stressed out you are, no matter how tired and overworked you are, and just take a moment to appreciate the stage, because you'll never be able to enjoy that stage again unless you plan on having another kid, and even if you do, that's not that kid, right? So it's important to remind yourself of that, no matter how stressful things get. And God, she's getting so close to being able to talk, cracking the code. Potty training isn't going the best, but we'll get there. She will get. Honestly, I kind of don't want to go into the details on that one on YouTube for obvious reasons. So I'm just saying we're getting there. But yeah, so it's been cool, and I have a new bed frame coming, which is dope. My old one gave out, which kind of sucks because I had to order it on Affirm, and I finally had everything on credit paid off. But be that as it may, it's a better bed frame, and I think that's it. Fortnite took out all the medallions, and the shockwave hammer is back, baby. So I'm probably gonna stream that this week. I do wish that the double pump meta wasn't a thing. I don't like auto shotties. I just don't. And the Wrecker revolver is so good that, like, sure, you can do double pump, and if you're up in somebody's grill, that's the way to go. But really, that Wrecker revolver, you can just two-tap somebody. So it basically is an auto-shotty meta right now. But I will take it. I've been saying that medallions are ruining the game forever. In my Fortnite video that I made before it was cool to openly hate on what Fortnite was doing. And I love that all the fans are coming out and saying, hey, I like that the medallions are gone. Dude, I was the only one that pointed out that this is why I think Fortnite Battle Royale is going downhill, is the medallions. Everybody else made their videos and their reasonings, and the reasonings are valid with stuff like bots, and that they're expanding all these different modes, which is spreading out the player count and blah, blah. But medallions, they just make the main mode so repetitive, and even if you don't want to go after the medallions, you have to, because they're so overpowered, you don't want to have to face off against them. Most of the time, I would land and just go fight the medallion players and take my chances, but even still, that's still repetitive. And it made winning less fun because you have these overpowered items, and yes, the game is slower paced without the medallions, but when you're playing with medallions, you know where all the good players in the lobby are because they have the medallions. So you take them out, then you have a slow end game. Now, because medallions don't exist, you have better end games unless you're like a super aggressive player and you got like 25 limbs, then your end game might be slow. If you're like a little above average like me, average about 15, it's been fun. I'm having fun playing Fortnite again. Who would have thunk it? So, yeah. Good week. And this is Jeremy Ramblins video number 25, right? So, bam. We've been doing Jeremy Ramblins videos for half a year now. No, at 26. There's 52 weeks in a year. Dumbass. Yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. It's been a lot of fun. And I will see you tomorrow to do the Peacemaker review. I still haven't figured out if I'm going to do the review on Oh, well, I guess football. We got Cowboys and Eagles tomorrow. Um, yeah, I think the Peacemaker review would be better to come out with on Thursday. I don't know because I watched the episode and then I watched the podcast. So if I were to make a video, I wouldn't even be able to drop it until like 11 or midnight. But I'm dropping a video at 11 now, midnight by the time it's uploaded. So who cares? Um, but yeah, Cowboys and Eagles tomorrow. Who do you think's gonna win? We all know it's the Eagles. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. Sorry, TJ. Fuck them. Fuck them. Got rid of Micah Parsons. Jerry, how dare you? And not just get rid of Micah Parsons, but give him to the Packers, the divisional rival. Not divisional. Sorry. But a rival in the NFC that has knocked you out of the playoffs multiple times. Oh my God. If I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be so upset. But then you remember that you got Pickens on the team, and, you know, Dak throwing the Pickens is going to be pretty disgusting. I still don't understand why we got rid of Pickens. Why did you do that, Pittsburgh? Why? He had an amazing season last year. You put the ball near the guy, he catches it. And you're going to bring in Aaron Rodgers and get rid of Pickens and replace him with Metcalf, who is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but why not have them both? You know, whatever. The video's getting too long. But that's been the week. It's been a good week. So, I love you guys. Thanks for watching.